What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and today is gonna be crazy. It's because I'm gonna tackle a topic that I normally wouldn't tackle. It's kind of very, very old, and this person is not from the Chicago drill culture, but a lot of people have been asking me to do this, so I'm gonna do it. So this is pretty much like a bonus, just like a player thing that I'm doing for you, because I normally wouldn't speak on this topic because it's been done for several years and by so many people. But you got to understand, with all the violence going on in Chicago, with all the rappers getting killed, all the rappers getting drilled, we witnessed King Von death, we witnessed FBG Duck death, we witnessed a lot of rappers dying on the daily. So a lot of people been asking me about Tupac because they see like a similarity between what's going on in the drill culture and what went on with him. So we're going to tackle Tupac Shakur today. We're going to kind of bypass a lot of shit because I'd be here for days trying to break down this whole case. I know a lot of you guys going to come with the conspiracy theories and all of that. We're not going to deal with that. We're going to deal with strictly what's in the paperwork, police reports, the movies, the documentaries, and then my opinion. Because you got to understand, I done had years to sit with this and figure out what went on. So in my opinion, I believe I got the best opinion on what happened. I can feel it and I can sense it. First, we're going to talk about Tupac Shakur. We already know Tupac first started off, his name was MC New York, okay? That ain't really work. He wasn't really vibing to that. He switched it to Tupac, okay? Tupac. He switched it to Tupac, okay? We all know about him. He's a dope-ass rapper. He's famous. He's one of the first rappers I know to really get famous from doing dissing. You know? And that's what kind of reminded me of Chirac a lot. You know? I'm not sure if he was involved in gangs, but he was respected and knew and was loved by gang members. Even though later on in his life, he ended up getting a tattoo saying M.O.B. A lot of people believe that was money over bitches, but it wasn't. That's Member of Blood. That's Pyrus. Those are Bloods out there in L.A. who Tupac fell in love with. So Tupac started repping M.O.B., which is a blood set, okay? But I don't think he was literally in the gang himself, okay? Now, we're going to bypass that because we'll be all day with that. It's nothing new that I can tell you with that information. So we're going to go to what happened, okay? And we all seen what happened because it was on the news. September 7th, I believe, 1996. Oh, I'm off today. 1996, okay? Tupac. First, let's kind of push the story back some. The guy named Orlando Anderson is a guy who Tupac and them stumped out in Las Vegas. We seen that. Pac put the knuckles on him, then they stumped him out in the hallway in Las Vegas at the Mike Tyson fight. I think we all seen that, okay? They stumped out a guy named Orlando Anderson, okay? Now, Tupac, and this is what the rumors claim, that a guy named Trayvon, which was part of Death Row, a Death Row affiliate, was beat up and robbed of his Death Row chain by this guy, Orlando Anderson. Orlando Anderson is a member of the Southside Crips, and he's very respected. He's like a leader, okay? He's like a leader of the Southside Crips. They're claiming that he robbed and beat up him and his homies, this dude named Trayvon, the Death Row affiliate. The night of September 7th, at the boxing fight, okay, in Las Vegas, Trayvon was with Death Row, Tupac, and everybody. Trayvon spotted Orlando. He whispered in Tupac's ears, "Hey, Pop!" Look at that nigga right there, that bitch ass nigga right there who did that shit, bro. Who took my chain, that bitch ass nigga right there. You know, Pop, wild as hell. So Pop take it his own self and goes over there and give the 5 knuckles of death to Orlando Anderson, beat him down, they stump him out. Okay? They stump him out. Boom, they all leave. Okay? That same exact fucking day, okay? Tupac and them leaving. They in a car They're at a red light, okay? I believe at 11:15, they at a red light in Las Vegas, okay? Car pulls up on the side of them. Blah, 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 blah. Blick the whole car down. Suge get grazed all in the head, all kind of shit. Tupac fatally wounded, okay? He ended up fighting for his life. I believe they kept him on like a machine and shit like that. They didn't want to get rid of him too fast. You know, they gave him a chance to fight. I believe he ended up losing the fight September 13th. Okay? Tupac's dead. Sad situation. Kind of remind me of the King Von situation where a fist fight led to somebody losing their life. That's why I thought this one was important, that people understand that, you know, a lot of rappers been making bad decisions. Once you get rich, you got to use that opportunity for good. You can't still be out here acting like one of them goons. And I think Tupac ended up losing his life, you know, because he reacted very, very emotional. He reacted the wrong way. Now, let me finish telling you. When Tupac ended up dying, a lot of people say the government killed Tupac. Tupac was too inspirational. He was letting black folks know what go on, but they ain't want him to spit that knowledge. That's not what happened to him. A lot of people say Suge Knight set him up. So you telling me Suge Knight set him up to the point where he's going to have someone shoot in the front car window because the whole front windshield had bullet holes riddled all through that shit. And then a bullet hit him. He's literally going to put a gun and hope it grazes his head. Like, let's be realistic, man. Sharpshooters can't shoot through a window like that and not hit nobody. Okay? Let's not be crazy. Suge Knight did not set the man up. The government did not set Tupac up. Another thing is Tupac got tired of this rap shit, so he left and went to Cuba. Okay? He faked his death, basically. So he just left his family and everybody he ever cared about. That's not what happened. What happened is Tupac ended up getting involved in street biz that had nothing to do with him. He wasn't a real blood. He didn't have real beef with the Southside Crips. He had no business putting his hands on motherfucking Orlando Anderson. The moment he stole on Orlando Anderson, he wrote his death ticket. That man was a real respected gang member, an elite gang member. Man, I done seen interviews with people who done said shit like, okay, I seen the interview with Nipsey Hussle. He said Orlando is respected like Larry Hoover is respected in Chicago. You go on YouTube and type that shit in, you're going to see what the fuck I'm telling you. That man was a respected gang member. Did you think he was going to let a rap nigga just do him like that and he wasn't going to do nothing? See, I don't think Tupac really knew the gang life shit because he just started fucking with Death Row. You notice he started changing. He started wearing the little Mexican do-rags on his head. He started tying them up, you know what I'm saying? He started getting the tattoos and shit on his stomach like he was part of the Cuban gangs and shit out there in California. He started loving that Cali life. To live and die in L.A. He started believing his character. I see a lot of rappers in Chicago start believing their character. You know what I'm saying? Pac started believing that character, man. And he actually walked up on a gang leader and stole on him. And he didn't realize this gang leader damn near got front row seats to the Mike Tyson fight in Las Vegas. He done spent $20,000, $30,000 to have fun this night. You think that's a regular little nickel? You don't think that's the nigga who got 50 million, who got 100 fucking soldiers ready to ride for him? I don't understand why Suge Knight didn't push Tupac the fuck out the way when he said once he stole on him, he should have pushed him the fuck out the door. Once that man told him, hey, look, that nigga who robbed me, they should have pushed Tupac the fuck out the door and handled that business themselves because they knew that was going to be a real gang war. No one could kill Orlando because they was in Las Vegas. Cameras everywhere, so they tried their best to stomp him out. But if that wasn't Las Vegas and that wasn't cameras, they would have killed Orlando because they know that the get back would have been real. Do you get what I'm saying? So, for the people who believe Tupac was killed by the government, it didn't happen. Suge Knight, it didn't happen. He faked his death, it didn't happen. He got killed because he involved himself in street biz that had nothing to do with him. He wasn't from that gang banging life. You know, and if he was from that gang banging life, he would have realized that, you know, still being the fuck out there in Las Vegas at a red light in the front seat, having fun, no trail cars, no security, no nothing like that. That was a bad decision for Tupac, in my opinion. And it reminded me of a lot of shit that's going on in Chicago. And that's the reason why I wanted to do this blog, because I done seen a lot of rappers make bad decisions that cost them their life. So I want everybody to be smart. The summertime coming. We know when the summer come, people get to acting. You did? Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's the homie Truth Teller, the Street Reporter. Blah, 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 blah.